And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
It's good to be back.
Microphones on. It's The Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder, and that hunk of man you were talking, it's Big J. Okerson.
Feels good to be back live.
I missed you so much. It's good to be alive.
Feels good.
You were on motorboat?
Buddy, I was jet setting. Woo! Woo! I was all over the place, buddy.
I was in Sacramento and San Francisco.
Did you have a Mexican skateboarding contest against
him? Turns out I'm sponsored by Birdhouse now.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew, bro. I was ripping half pipes, bro. You were on a boat with a bunch of people who love rock and roll and booze.
Bro, did you see Soder bang that rail?
Dude, Soder was nose grinding all over Sacramento.
Dude, that accent you're doing is on motorboat. There was a guy who was helping Ralph Sutton, my partner on the SDR show I did. That's what we were doing on the boat, interviewing the bands and stuff. And there was he wants to make a YouTube pilot or something of it. And one of the guys helping actually had that voice. He was like, bro, we could probably just go ahead and get some release forms, and we could probably get these guys to put their dicks through a glory hole.
Yeah, there's a lot of West Coast shitheads that I went to college with that talk like that. Like nothing makes me laugh harder than the Baltimore accent, but I think the San Diego and that kind of they nailed it on SNL.
Did you really get that?
Those guys like that at college? Yeah, dude. At University of Arizona, there's so many guys from San Diego.
That was a one of a kind to me.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I never heard a Baltimore accent till I came out east, and I was like, these goofy assholes. It's great. Dude, Nick Mullen, who opened for me in Boston all weekend, was doing the Baltimore accent for me, and I was fucking cracking up.
It's the Baltimore. It's Philly, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like a worse Philly. It's like a weirder version of the Philly.
Get out.
Yeah. Bruh. So he was just saying shit that was fucking making me die.
Get out.
Yeah. I love the Philly accent, because I've never really heard it growing up.
It just sounds so garbage when I hear it now.
Yeah.
Because I can identify it. See, I grew up and I didn't think. It's amazing how you don't think anything of it.
I heard
Louis Ferranda, the guy who runs Caroline's Comedy Club here in New York City, he used to tell me, I love that Philadelphia accent. And I'd almost be like, what is he talking about?
See, I didn't.
What's he talking about?
Hagee.
There's no accent about here.
Boot. I'm going to give him a boot.
Get a boot. Get a wawa.
Which is the most delicious thing.
You skipped it, though.
Dude, yeah, because I got Jim's.
Jim's cheesesteaks or so whatever. It was a front for a weed operation at one point. They got shut down.
Well, then guess what? My nose followed the scent.
You didn't follow the scent. You just followed a bunch of black dudes on crotch rocket motorcycles down South Street.
I'm sorry, I want to be a Rough Rider.
That's what South Street's become.
Yeah.
You just picture Gwen Stefani's in the back of one of them singing. This shit is bananas.
I enjoy Jim's cheesesteak. So fuck you, guy from there.
Gwen Stefani's back on the market, buddy. You should take a shot at that.
I came across The Voice. I was watching it with Manana.
Yeah.
She likes a mixture of
contest television?
Yeah, old people love contest television.
I think the one boy's really talented.
I like the boy who grew up on the lake. I hope he wins too, Nana.
She's old school. She goes, the homo kid.
Yes, I like the white homosexual boy, not the Latino sexual boy.
I don't agree with his views, but he has a great voice.
But his ballroom technique was immaculate.
That's my shit.
But she went to The Voice, and Gwen Stefani was on it. I was like, man, she looks better than ever.
She looks good. It's hard to get behind chick like rap and I love so much of it. And you know what's funny?
Yeah, but you know my history with that.
Huh?
The chick I hooked up with, that was a British rapper.
We've never talked about in the air yet. So let's get to that in a second. Let's get to that in 1 second here. We're getting our bearings here.
Yeah, we're back for the first time.
We are back. We got so much coming at us. But I play music before the Oddball shows.
Yeah.
I play a little bit of music. And I just play like a rap mix, and I have Queen Bitch by Little Kim, which is just a fucking great song. But even as you're mouthing the words to yourself, you know what I mean? Like to make a motherfucker's dick rock. I
just
throw
imagine
lips on that oh, this song is the shit, though.
I just imagine
You want to see
someone.
what a lady I am?
I just imagine someone eating a hot dog from the food concourse and then just mouthing that words while they wait for your show. Okay, you're doing some serious lip biting.
Yeah.
Are you about to? Yeah. You about to get your little Kim on? Are you about to be the
Peter
band?
Piper pick 'em. I bet you Biggie bust 'em. I bet you Bobby fuck 'em. I bet you not but touch 'em. I fuck 'em.
This is Big Kim.
I'm their child. Queen bitch, supreme bitch.
I said this, man. The first time I ever heard Little Kim, my friend, I thought it was the best.
I think I bought all of her, not all, I say her first 3 albums.
My favorite
Easily.
part of Meet the
I
Parents.
easily bought her first 3 albums.
My favorite part of Meet the Parents was the brother's room. He had the Little Kim poster that I wasn't allowed to have.
When she's squatting, right?
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I wanted that.
If you look close, you can see Razor Bump.
Yes. Oh, good old razor bump.
That and the Razor Bump scars where it's like darker skin dots.
Yeah, it's grown over.
Yes.
Try to regrow and grow over.
Oh my God, she does not use enough ingrown hair creams.
Why don't you take good enough care of your pussy skin?
Go against and with the grain.
You gotta get it used to it.
Oh, you gotta go against the grain.
Hey, yo, Kim. Every time you be fucking me, I be noticing pussy hairs. They be growing in weird.
Scratching up my ball bag with your hairy butt.
Big Papa, be noticing that your pussy hairs, they be growing different.
I mean, you got some fine ass titties and shit.
Or Biggie just inevitably just goes into a bunch of grumbling.
Gargles. Sorry, I still have to eat my tongue.
If anybody got a wallet they can put in my mouth, I'm going to stop swallowing with my tongue. He goes back to that favorite bulldog breathing.
Too many years of inbreeding has made me a flawed creature.
I'm looked at as regal in London.
I am a poor breeding animal.
That light keeps going off like we're doing something wrong.
That's calls, buddy. That's
Is that
we got a
calls?
ring-a-ding.
Well, I'm such a big dummy. I'm gonna start swinging at it because it makes me mad.
Get off!
I'm stressed out. Jacob's binging everything. What's in there?
The lights are blinky in here. Why? Because we're figuring out our new studio, our new permanent studio. It's controversial.
It's not controversial.
I feel like it's controversial.
But it's not, though.
We were removed on Wednesdays. We were in Opie's studio. It's his studio. It's his studio.
It's very nice to let us use it.
I get to a common acquaintance told me that it is actually not his studio, that it is a property of SiriusXM.
But everything is Sirius.
I will argue that it's his studio.
Yes, it's his studio.
I'm giving that.
Okay.
It's his studio.
Yes.
We do our show from 6 to 8, live Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yes, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern.
That courtesy was extended to us.
Yes.
By him. I never had a conversation with him about it, but I think it was done. You know, he's close. He's not very close to you, but he's close to you.
Yeah.
You know Opie very well, and you were a big part of their show.
They have me on, which I always appreciate.
I feel like we were cast off. We were.
You feel like
we were second thought, and they put our friends,
good friends,
us. Good friends.
They didn't put us against. This is what I love about you.
It's pitting.
You really did this like fucking. You are like in your brain, everything's a Spanish soap opera.
Opie Hughes does not care about black people.
That's not true. Yeah, Jay was like, "Why are they kicking us out of the studio?" I was like, "They're not kicking us out. They moved Sam 9 to 12, so they moved Race Wars 7 to 9 just on Wednesdays."
Why don't you just put Race Wars on a different day?
This is where I love Jay, and then Jay's a dick and going to make me go in between.
You don't have to go in between anything.
All right, good.
I'm right here in Studio 12 if anybody want to come see me. Brow. Oh, I'll tell you what Opie Studio doesn't have. A crazy, annoying, blinky light every time somebody calls. I got one for you. I'm going to bust some shit out right now,
what
son.
else? What else? Yo, let them know. Yo, I might not agree with you, but I'll always be your DJ. Yeah, I rock with you, even though...
It's cool. There's no hard feelings. We just got a fucking cold, hard fist up the ass.
That's not at all. They were actually really nice about it. And then I've been saying since day one, we should have had our own studio to mark our own territory. Did I not say that, Lou and Jacob? And Jay, you look at me in the eyes when
I'll tell you, I'm going to look at it from now on Wednesday, since we're looking right into the sound. We have a window to the soundboard.
Our old...
Is that OP soundboard, Lou?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shit on the race wars.
Should we do
race wars? Are gonna get it the whole time.
Should race wars from 7 to 8 on Wednesdays? Should they always be butts out radio, where we just do our radio with our butts out?
Yeah, you know what?
I'll say this:
enjoy your show, Kurt and Chirac. You're gonna be looking at butthole the whole time.
No, you're not even gonna be doing that. We wouldn't do that to our friends.
Your call screener is.
Yeah, so get ready for your calls to be a little jangled up because I'll tell you this. I don't think they kicked us out at all. I think they just let us use the studio.
We were booted, and Greg from New Jersey wants to tell us another story about Opie being shitty to somebody.
We're not starting this. We got a big show today.
Got a huge show today.
Little Kim got a bunch of plastic surgery. Cameron in North Carolina said, "Yeah, you're right, Cameron." Do you like how I skirted that issue?
You know what?
Greg from New Jersey is just calling us. Why?
I didn't look up on this guy's Periscope one day, and the next thing I know, we're booted out of a fucking studio.
You really are.
I didn't respect Periscope enough. It's my lesson. I learned my lesson.
You know what's funny is us both being raised by women. There's moments like this where you can tell where your cattiness comes out, where you're like, I don't know, maybe he should have sent me an apology.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't care.
And I got to ask you 3 times, Jay, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Jay, come on, you all right?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Are you sure everything's all right?
It's just that I like the studio, and we were comfortable there, and there was no blinky light every time there's a phone call.
I didn't feel like we were a part of a science experiment.
Do we got him, Greg? You there, buddy?
Greg's gone.
Greg's gone.
Oh, he pussed out.
He's gone.
I stand alone.
You do, dude. You're the only one.
Dude.
Dan, did you ever get that CH? Andy in Houston.
Maybe it's supposed to be a TF?
Yeah. Is that supposed to be a TF? Andy, what's up, man?
Not much.
Oh,
listening to your show. Love you guys.
I love you too.
And you going to come out to the Houston Oddball show?
When is it?
It is the weekend of the 17th, I believe.
Shit, yeah. I'm there.
Fucking A.
Make sure you get there early, because I'm on way early.
Yeah, but he's...
You said it was Oddball?
Yeah. Go check out the Oddball show, the festival, the Oddball Festival. But Big J is hosting the side stage. Go check it out. Andy.
Yeah.
I feel like we called him up at home to plug the Oddball. Andy, what were you doing? Sleeping? Wake up. You're going to Oddball.
He's like, what do you guys want? I'm just listening to the show.
Hey, yeah, I was just listening to you guys. But, Andy, you asked, if I ever got that belt, that heavyweight championship belt. Fucking A, dude, is on my shoulder last night.
You know he did.
Jay seen it. Jay's touched it.
Oh, I held the strap. It was nice.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks for being concerned about that, dude.
I hope you did some sort of wrestling gesture like the people's eyebrow or, delivered some kind of promo when you got it.
He got a great picture with his shirt off.
Yes, and yes. I not only did I have my shirt off, I put it all around my waist and sent a picture to me mum.
Dan's got the body of leaping Lanny Poffo.
Yeah, worse when he's like 62. I got it with a little bit of melt on it.
Dan looks like Ted Arcidi with AIDS.
Yeah. I look like a cast-off wrestler from the 80s. They're like, yeah, you got to go do at least a couple push-ups.
You're the Brooklyn Brawler, the guy who took his place when he died. Yeah. Does that even happen? I'm just starting a rumor that'll probably catch.
I hope Brooklyn Brawler's still alive. But Andy, thanks for calling in, man.
Greg, go ahead. You want to spread some Opie hate? Let it fly.
What are you doing?
Just stirring the pot.
Yeah, he's
having... Can't get Greg. He's locked.
He's locked. They locked him in.
Oh, I thought, you know what happened? Opie shut him down. That's what happened.
Big government.
Opie just made one phone call and had Greg's whole phone service shut down.
Dude, I'm not waking up early to explain any of this. You're going to have to wake up early and go on the show.
Dude, it's just a bit of rivalry. What's the big deal?
It's not a bit of rivalry.
They never call me to come on the show, but you'll probably have to wake up nice and early.
They did that one time, and I forgot to invite you. Remember?
Oh, Jay, can you go in way early tomorrow? I know it's currently 1 a.m.
We were smoking pot, playing video games.
I do remember that.
I was like, "Oh, can you go in tomorrow morning?" You're like, "I mean, you're telling me right now?" I was like, "I'll go in."
I'll do it. No, I would have. If I had more warning on that, I would have absolutely done that show.
Yeah,
I'm going to Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Or Opie and Jim. Sorry.
And you should also.
That is so weird how that gets like in your vernacular, like the two things together.
Yeah.
I'll still call
Ron and
Bennington Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I doing? Like, it's not Ron and Fez, but you're just like, used to saying that thing.
Well, you're used to, it's trained, it's like a groove in your brain.
O and A, saying O and A.
Yeah, it's like when people get married. Like, when my friend got married at her last name, I'm like, you have to like stop and be like, and this. Ah, shit. Yeah.
What I love about going and starting radio riffs like this.
Well, we got a real one.
Is that people, oh yeah. But is that people will jump on there and goes, that's it, dude. He's with Kumia. He's on the Kumia network with the thing, man. That's it. The whole thing's, and I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm telling you right now, radio fans are so passionate and loyal that they almost become wrestling fans.
Well,
it's almost to that where they're like, I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised at any moment if the fucking sound kicks on and Kurt Metzger comes in from Race Wars and they have a radio battle.
Here's the thing. Audience. Don't say anything to Opie. You don't have to tweet at Opie or say anything to him at all. Unless you feel like it's super shitty that we were relegated to this fucking corner shoebox with a blinky light every time the goddamn phone rings.
Or just don't say anything because there's nothing to be said.
If you got a problem,
you're such a dick. You're such a dick. I love it. I mean, it's hilarious, but it's also like, all right, Jay. I remember we were having that talk where I was like, are you really upset? And you're like, radio war. I'm like, what? Wait, what? We're just like, well, what the fuck? Why would you?
Starting a radio war. Our real radio war is coming.
Dude, the real one's coming.
Bob and motherfucking Tom. There's a preview.
Yeah. Did not like them.
You know what? I don't want to talk about Bob. I think it's Bob is the one who wears the Dodgers hat and has that fucking.
I did it once.
That 12-year-old butthole fingering mustache. But it was Tom, I think, the blonde hair dude. Man, they were just a fucking shit show. Treat each other like shit. They just want bits. It's just so gross. It's just so gross.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that when we got time. So we got special guests today.
We do. We have some fun stuff coming out, and we got, of course,
we have our first and maybe only guests of 2015.
That's right, and we also have some great news on the horizon. Although I want to hear the story we got from Carrie in California.
Oh, hi, Carrie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. I wanted to, first of all, you guys are awesome. I listen to you whenever I can.
Oh, thank
you,
And
listen
Karen.
to all your reruns as well. But can you hear me okay?
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you perfect.
Okay, cool. I wanted to tell Dan I was dying to see him in Sacramento, which I bought tickets for myself and my son.
Yeah.
It was an absolute ball. You're so hysterical.
Oh, thank you.
We were dying. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you about, I think it was the Friday night show I went to, about that group of guys that were right near the stage. The one freaky dude.
Yeah, so there was this guy in Sacramento Punchline. Amazing club, great audiences.
I really love that club.
I love Sacramento Punchline. I love
Batted around doing my hour there.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. San Francisco Punchline, fucking unbelievable. I love the Punchline clubs. I love being up there. Friday night show. The audience was good. There was a bachelor party to the stage left, right? So if you're looking at the stage, he was to the right. If you're on stage, he was to the left. And bachelor party, the guys were fucking great. They were laughing, dying. You know, I talked to him a little bit, fucked with him a little bit. One guy in the group who was seated with his back to the wall, facing the crowd, right? So he's sitting sideways to me.
Yeah.
He had the biggest sourpuss face and was having the worst time. And he looked like an evil Steve Young. So I kept saying that. I was like, hey, evil Steve Young, can you please at least enjoy yourself? And he was one of those dickheads where he was mad he was at a comedy show. So it wasn't me. It wasn't my jokes. It was the fact that he was there.
No.
And he was, and I mean, Carrie, would you agree?
He wanted to go to the titty bar.
Yeah, I asked him. I was like, you would much rather have a Filipino asshole in your face than me telling jokes. And that asshole guy who was mad was like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And you're like, yeah, you're a fucking dickhead.
Ugh.
And he was distracting.
A couple buddies going to a strip club on a Friday.
Yeah, he's a douche. But Carrie has a good point. It distracted some of the audience because he was having such a
looking at him.
Yeah, a lot of people came up to me after the show and they're like, I couldn't stop looking at that guy. Like, I loved your show, but that guy's sourpuss face. So I really hope his wife cheats on him. I hope that guy specifically comes home to just her getting double teamed by two shredded CrossFit instructors who have stamina, sexual stamina. I hope she's in I hope that man's wife is in a devil's threesome And he comes in and she hands him divorce papers.
Just getting boned out.
Making a weird noise.
Honey, guess what? I can come from penetration.
It turns out these men with ginormous penises. And he's like, maybe I should have had a good time at the comedy show.
That's why I like Filipinos.
They're so tiny and smooth. Carrie, thank you for coming to the show, and thanks for calling in.
Yo, I loved it. Yeah, you guys have a great time. I love your show.
Thank you so much, Carrie.
Thank you.
Someone else called in, they hung up, but it's which is good because we don't need to take a phone call for it. But people asking what time I go on Oddball. I host the 5:15 Red Zapaleo Festival side stage.
We did
stage, it's the small one.
Yeah, we did Jones Beach together.
And then some cities I'm doing the main stage.
Fucking A.
But I do not believe in Texas any of the dates I'm doing main stage.
But well, that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. The whole thing's been pretty amazing. The shittiest one so far was West Palm, and it was nobody's fault. It was an outdoor amphitheater show. My part of the show, my stage was set up like in a parking lot area right on asphalt.
Oh boy.
And it was grotesquely hot and humid and just sun baking down. And like, God bless the people who did come and did sit on that ground. And like,
I think
they tried, man, but there was like, there was a pocket of like 200 people in the shade under a tree, like 50 yards away. A pocket of people who came up front. People just kind of, it was just spaced out weird. And even like the main stage, they're great. They laughed, but it was like in between laughs, like you could just see them.
I'll tell you this.
Fanning themselves. It was just that is the worst possible weather for comedy, outdoor comedy especially.
I think comedy is a cold weather thing. Think it does better in the cold weather.
That's why I specifically want to do my hour in the cold weather. I'd rather have it be a shitty, snowy day out.
Well, we were talking about it because looks like I'll be headed to the city of brotherly love.
Illidee.
Talking
about making someone look like a dickhead. Now I look like a dickhead for not doing it there.
No, not at all. I look like a dickhead. I didn't do it in Denver.
You dickhead.
I'm doing it in Philadelphia where I don't know anybody.
These people really want to comment about your show in Sacramento.
I mean, Jesus.
I hope it's him.
Oh, dude, if it's him, I want to. Gino.
Why don't you lay off me, motherfucker?
You suck. There, I said it. Gino, what's up, dude?
Oh, what's up, man? Just first of all, I just came back from Sacramento not too long ago and watched the show, and it was awesome. This first time seeing you, it was great.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for coming out, dude.
Well, this is like I've been trying to call for a long time, and I hate to bring back old stuff, but I'm a fan of The Last Dragon.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
Hell yeah.
And,
okay. Sure enough.
That was one thing I've been trying to get on for such a long time. You got so many callers, so I'm going to end it real quick. Last Dragon, one of the best movies, just came out on Blu-ray not too long ago.
Wow. Did it?
Go get it.
Any extras? Are there any extras on it?
There's a couple little stuff, nothing too much. It's just kind of little things about the actors. No big deal. But
is there? I want to know, and this will sell me. Literally, I'll go out and buy the Blu-ray like today or tomorrow. If the music video is one of the extras.
It is.
I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
Glow? If you got the glow.
No, the video. Drive, yeah.
Oh. You want a test drive? Drive. Woo. You want a test drive? You want a free ride?
I'm fucking buying that shit. You just sold me. Gino, do you work for the company?
Just came out from Sacramento not too long ago and watched the show. It was awesome. Loved it.
Oh, thanks,
Love y'all's guys' show. Love the fact that y'all have somewhat of a dream job just getting on and talking about whatever the hell y'all want.
Yeah.
True.
Makes my day.
That, Gino, that is it. It is a dream job, buddy. This is way too easy. Gino, what part of Texas you in?
I'm over here in the oilfield area, the Midland, Odessa area.
Woo.
Oh, I was going to say come to an oddball, but I don't know what the funk that's
He's
near.
in fucking varsity blues territory.
That's West Texas, bro.
West Texas football. 4A state champions. 92, 93, 94.
I don't want your life.
Our running back got killed in a truck accident 3 years later.
Hey, man, I get so much stuff for that stupid movie Friday Night Lights that was just accurately wrong. I hate that.
Hate it. Fuck Billy Bob Thornton. I'm kidding. I'm watching Fargo.
I got kicked out. I was an extra in that movie, and I got kicked out because I was arguing with the guys.
Because it wasn't realistic enough?
Oh yeah, dude.
That's
like the
great.
people that were there, some of the characters they had, like they weren't like that at all. And it's just
I love a big movie being shut down by some fucking ornery Texan. I was there when they played Odessa, played Palomoto, and I remember exactly it was 35-31. Y'all doing it wrong. Guy's like, sir, can we get this guy off set? He's bothering Billy Bob Thornton.
Vanderbeek, you got the arm of a sissy ninny.
You throw with a noodle arm. Well, Gino, thanks for...
We're too proud down here, man. We're too proud. That's all I can say.
There's no such thing.
We love our alcohol.
Well, good for... You know what?
How's it going, guys?
It's good to have loves.
Take care, Gino.
Bye, Gino. We got two great guests. I completely forget about that. And there's a subject that we want to bring up with these two guests.
We should... Are the guests in the building? Are any of them here?
Not yet.
Neither of them even here. Oh, yeah, one of them said he was going to be a little bit late anyway. So let's not break yet then. Let's talk. Let's continue to talk.
Okay.
What do we got? Okay.
Well, I mean, listen.
Hope he turned his back on us.
He did not!
Well, I'm trying to get through the subjects we went through already.
Promote my
I'm going through the
shows.
subjects we went through already.
Jay, you are a fickle bitch. See? The light went off.
I don't like... Whenever you're right, the light dings.
Bing! Watch this. Popcorn is delicious. God damn it.
Nothing.
I don't know. I think you are...
Magic 8 ball.
Let me rephrase. I apologize for calling you the B word. I think you're a lovely man who sometimes overreacts.
I'm fine.
To them reshuffling their programming.
Dude, it's not a big deal.
I think it is a big deal.
Sam Roberts goes at 9 p.m. now.
Yeah.
So they had to pit our friends against us and take over the studio we used. There's no TVs in here that say Bonfire. I do not feel at home. I don't feel home here.
Calmer than you are, dude.
You know what? I turned my mind around. There's 2 copies of Sammy Hagar's book, which I assume was a housewarming present for us. So
are those our mints on the pillow?
I'm back in.
If they're signed, all is forgiven.
Are we having fun yet, baby? Wow! We are, I guess. The light's blinking.
Yeah, see, whenever you're right.
Oh, snap. By the way, when our guests come in, we're not going to take calls. I don't think. We're going to just...
Yeah.
We're going to roll. We're going to roll with these guys. We got some fun people coming in here.
We are going to take calls next week when we're in Los Angeles. Sunny Hollywood.
Live. I was trying to get Lou and Jacob out there so bad.
Dude, he made a great ploy for you
I
in
really
the hallway.
did. I gave it a shot.
Jay really... I think one of you might be going.
Well, I'm pretty sure one of you could go, but Jacob did what I do. When people offer me more, I always have no self-worth, so I always just go, no, you don't have to do it. She was like, does one of you guys maybe be out there? We could talk about getting one of you guys, at least one of you guys out there, and Jacob was just like, he's like, no, I just would fine.
It's how large corporations are built, by stepping on the backs of people who are courteous.
Dude, did Christine having to stand there next to me when a guy said to me, he's like, what did I pay on this gig last time? And I told him, he goes, well, you're doing better this year. You got a bit of a bigger name. He's like, how about I pay you this much more? Yeah. And I was like, oh, man, that's cool. That's not necessary, man. Yeah. And her eyes just lighting up like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
I did the same thing. I took a gig from last year, and the guy's like, cool, paying you the same? I'm like, yeah, of course.
Absolutely, man.
And then I go drive up to the gig. He goes, now, last time it was 2 nights, and this is just 1 night. You're like, oh, fuck. And then you're like, I really suck at business.
You're about to get it. Yeah. I need suits so bad.
Both of us, neither one of us grew up with a real dad.
I will be bent over.
I look at my manager like that, like, Pop, what do I do? They said they wanted to buy the farm. We don't sell to outsiders.
I had a consistent stepfather and Joe.
Big old dog.
I don't want to.
We know about that.
Whatchamacallit? Yeah, big old Dick Joe. So I grew up with a man figure, but his manhood showed another way. His thing wasn't like business dealings and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? It was more like his man was like lifting weights, not taking shit from no bitches.
He was like 80s. He was like 80s action man versus like. When I remember when I met one of my friends whose dad had business sense and I watched his dad operate, I was like, what the fuck? His dad like, no, we're not doing that. That doesn't make sense. And you're like, you can just say no to people?
Just confrontational?
Yeah.
Just right out of the gates confrontational?
Absolutely. But not in a mean way, in a very business way. You know what I mean?
But I got to see you doing it.
Okay. Oh, Nikki and Madison. She's bringing up corporate.
Guys,
hi.
Nikki, how are you?
Are you saying I'm going corporate Dan on this?
You are going totally corporate, man.
How am I going? What, would Jay being upset that of a studio we didn't actually get kicked out of?
Do I have a leg to stand on here, Nikki?
Well, you guys have to realize that you can't bite the hand that feeds you. You guys have a pretty sweet deal going right now. You guys are doing awesome, and you're getting all the campers all, sitting around by the bonfire. You're making us a lot of happy campers. And you guys have got a really sweet deal. So, I mean, I kind of understand where you'd be a little bit stiff there, Jay, but, I think Dan's just trying not to rock the boat too much with Opie because he's gotten a lot of airtime right now.
Hang on a second. Hang on. Dan's pressing his dress pants. He'll be right back.
Jay, can you dictate that for me? I have a meeting in 5 minutes.
Dan's going corporate. Stop.
Also, look, that's not me being corporate.
Jay's overreacting. Stop.
If Jay had a real problem with Opie, of course, Jay's like one of my best friends in the world. I think it's fucking hilarious that he's clearly doing this as a radio bit.
I'm saying, Opie, just fucking look out for me in the hallways.
So there's the corporate and then the Jay. Do you see what I do?
All I'm saying is I love that you've been on the radio so much, and I love the fact that, you guys both kind of started out as, local New York comics, and here in the Midwest where people are as liberal as they come, and sometimes the comedy gets a little bit too clean. It's always nice to have a little bit of dirt on your hands when you listen to some comedy, not be so politically correct.
I just want to thank you, Nikki. I also want to say that Jay does the dirty comedy. I will do everything in my power to please as many people as possible. Bill Clinton thumb.
I will be shopping for corduroys this weekend.
I have a lovely weekend planned at the lake. My wife and I are going to take our children, 2.5 children.
Dan, this is not even a joke. Dan is wearing a turtleneck with a blazer right now.
Oh, there's our first guest.
Oh, this is very exciting. Nikki,
thanks for calling in.
Nikki, a little pull of the curtain here, too. I saw the Opie and Anthony crew guys on our way in here and said I was going to stir up shit. We were fine. I do feel like we were booted out of the studio, and I do feel like our friends were pitted up against us. That said, it's fine. I don't give a shit.
All right.
I have no beef with anybody.
And I'm a corporate shill.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying if I have to renew a contract, if Opie is still in this building, I will not be back here.
Let's take a break.
Nikki, thanks for calling.
Not a problem. Hope to see you in Madison soon, Jay.
Absolutely. I hope to come out there very, very soon. We'll see you. And we should take a quick break.
Yeah.
Before we get our guest in here. Go ahead, you do it. I want you to do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it together. 1, 2, 3. It's the bonfire.
We'll be right back to the bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, yes, indeed. It is the bonfire. That is the Madhouse. Anthrax. Dan Soder sitting here with me.
You saw them on a boat?
I saw them on a boat.
How are they on the sea?
They're great. It's fucking Anthrax.
Anthrax on the ocean.
Yeah, it's just fucking old school thrash.
Yeah, we have our
Scott Ian in the gang.
Oh yeah, you're probably buddies with him now.
No.
Okay. We tried that.
Well, these bands don't hang as much as you think we could. It is a madhouse, so that is an appropriate thing because we are having our first guest in studio.
Oh man,
This is big.
It's a huge honor for both of us to have our first guest.
It is the my personal favorite comedian.
I'd easily say.
I think you said he was your eighth. Everyone, it's hilarious. Dave Attell, everybody. Dave Attell.
Yes. Hi, Dave.
Thank you for having me, Jay, mostly, and Dan to some degree. I'm your eighth favorite.
I never said that. I say to this day, you're one of the best working stand-up comics and one of the best of all time.
Well, Dan's also been starting shit with Opie all day.
Really?
It's weird. He's just really trying to make
I'm burning every bridge, Dave. You want the bad guy?
Whoa, Dan, I'm just going to say right now, I don't blame you. I think it's the decor in this studio and the bonfire.
You don't like the sex talk?
No. I'm just saying that it's very creepy. It's very dark. And, the name is Bonfire. Let's light it up a bit, huh?
Yes.
Let's get a glow going, as we say.
Jay's got depressed divorcee energy every time we do it.
I don't know if you guys are moving in or moving out, but it has that feel of a big change is coming.
This is our first time in the studio, actually, Dave.
Oh, really? Because he's upset.
I'll tell you, well, we were booted out of our other one.
Wow.
I don't know if it was by Opie, but he definitely pulled the plug. We have this rig here. Looks very like voyeur headquarters where you got a camera in like your ex-girlfriend's apartment so you watch her get railed by black dudes.
Yeah, we got a sliver thing going on.
There's a fucking VHS tape thing in here.
It's old school spy stuff.
Yeah, it looks like Cold War spy material.
It's every uncle's basement.
That's in this thing. We could bring old tapes of comedy, which would be great.
Oh. I am very honored to be the first guest because I think both of you guys are great, and I'm so excited for this new show. So I bought in a first guest gift, and that's a dozen donuts.
Yes,
and remember it's Halloween, so they have that pumpkin-y feel to them.
Yeah, you brought us in themed donuts.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave Attell.
Autumn donuts.
Autumn donuts. The harvest is in.
The fall line.
Yes.
I'm doing low carb, no sugar, but I'm going to give it a
No,
whirl.
I know, Jay. I know you're not that guy, but I figured you got the crew here.
Oh, the crew's going to woof these donuts.
Your guys are working hard. So
Well, yeah, the call screener's got nothing to live for. He's 22 years old and he's balding like a motherfucker.
There you go.
Might as well
What
get
a
a donut.
lovely
Might as well get a gut. Might as well get a gut to go with that.
Our new call screener besides Merc Face Andy is Stepdad Face Child.
Yeah.
He's got a cherub face.
I call him PBA Chad.
I think I can tell a lot about people by their donut choices. Did you mind if I?
No.
Yes, I want to see
I
this.
want to know what kind of psychopaths we're working with, Dave Attell.
Well, look, guys, give a gander at
What a
these,
great call.
donuts.
Oh, wow. You did go far with that.
What do you think of this one?
What a colorful.
Now, I know.
Can I just start? Because I'm going to go for the easiest joke.
Yeah.
This donut looks like a grilled cheese sandwich your mom made as she was about to run out to work at a strip club. She was like, hey, eat something. I'll be back. I'm going to go find your dad.
I put the cheese in the Foreman.
It looks like an open face grilled cheese, which I did grow up with. My mom would put 2 pieces of toast with cheese in a toaster oven.
We call it Mommy's busy. Mommy's busy.
My mom had phone calls to make she was 25. Where does he play it?
Oh.
All right,
Hey,
sprinkles.
Hey, white
cream
supremacist.
I
He
knew
went for the
it.
whitest donut.
I knew. You know what he does? He looks like the lawyer for a white supremacist.
I can get
He's
you
the
off.
wingman. For can I drive?
Yeah.
I know a loophole.
Jacob
By the
is
way,
going for the classic.
Jacob
Glazed
goes,
chocolate.
plain old chocolate frosted.
old Jacob.
No one's going for any of these pumpkin.
And Lou,
What's Lou? What is his
cream filled.
That's a beauty. Are you from Boston?
Nope.
See, I figured that would be a Boston hit.
But he does have harbor face.
He just he's got
There's
harbor
so
face.
many.
So many looks, Dave.
That was great. That was worth it.
I would have went with a blueberry cake. What would your call have been?
I was going
you
to
go with the cream filled.
I go jelly filled.
Ooh, what kind of jelly?
Whatever jelly you got.
All the jelly.
What kind of jelly you got?
Thank
See,
you so
guys
much.
you guys are radio personalities now, so you have to start tanning and working out.
Come on, Dave. What are you talking about?
Dave, I got a comfortable V-neck T-shirt on. Wearing a lot of V-necks.
You know, that reminds me, last night I was sleeping in my Bowl and Branch sheets, bowlandbranch.com.
Don't forget to use the password Bonfire. Crackle, crackle.
This is my dessert, watching a young man eat a donut. Symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, you're like a criminal that Interpol's looking for. Eat
It's a
in
weird
front of
kink.
me. Yeah. Eat in front of me, young boy.
Then he exposed himself and ran into the car park.
So you guys are coming off the road, eh?
Yeah, I was just at the punchlines.
Yeah. Which ones?
San Fran and Sac.
Oh, that's great. The 1-2 punch.
Yeah, it was good.
How was the Sac Club? Because I'm playing that soon.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've done that with Dave before, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's great. I love it. Staff's awesome. Fucking crowds are great.
It's a great hotel of no Wi-Fi, so me and Dave can sit out front and chain smoke for 6 hours.
And it's a great walk down a very scary highway.
man.
At all hours, by the way.
And then, have you seen the tunnel people that live near the hotel? You have, yeah. Because last time I was there, I was still smoking, and I was outside smoking, and I saw tunnel people, and I was like, "Oh, that's fun."
Really?
At the end of my week, I usually like to fight one of them for a sandwich. the king.
That's how you get rebooked.
Yeah.
He goes, you can have this if you come take it from me.
I like the thought of Attell stubbing out a cigarette, then pulling his shirt off as he's walking down to the tunnel, yelling things at it.
They have everybody does the joke now where it's like, usually you go to a town, you see a guy on a bicycle, he's like a good person.
Yeah.
In that town, you're like, watch out, this guy's on a bicycle.
This guy has nothing except
nothing
a bike.
to lose.
Yeah, it's like Sacramento makes me feel like the feeling of all those like Larry Clark movies he makes.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like all those movies like shirtless teenagers on bicycles that want to just fucking beat you up with a skateboard.
She's like, "Where are you going?" A lot of spitting at you.
Mm-hmm. Yo, let me get $1, eh?
Hey, where you going, mister?
Let me get $1.
But I like SAC, and Jay, we worked there, and then we did San Francisco, right?
We did the big theater with Bill Burr and everybody in San Francisco.
Oh, right. Dan, like, you and I never worked together on the road, right?
No.
I just know you from the Comedy Cellar, basically.
Yeah, the Cellar.
How long have you been? You like the road or no?
Yeah.
You do, right?
Yeah, I think I'm getting better at it. I mean, I've only been out for like 3 years.
Really?
So I'm just trying to get good.
Mm-hmm. And the clubs now are so, it's so difficult,
Yeah. Well,
Am I right? Like, did they ever ask you to do like some, like, would you mind doing a Vine video or?
Oh, dude, yeah. There's been,
that all the time?
yeah, like emails like, hey, could you do a fun video?
Oh, the clubs?
Yeah, that's like the new thing.
I don't mind it if they give me, sometimes they'll give me an email with just like copy paste this, please.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. If they do all the work of it, but like, yeah, like, can you go out there and shoot a small video, please? I think Stress Factory asked me to do that.
Yeah, me too.
I always throw it back in their face. I go, you put up my poster, right? It's outside, right? Then relax.
We're okay.
Need an earthquake. We're going to bring them in.
I did a call recently when I was plugging, to do media in the morning, and the guy on the call, I could tell all he did was read my name, and he goes, you're in New York? Oh, you know Paul Mercurio? I go, yeah. He goes, all right. Well, here's some jokes of Dan's. And then he just hit play on my second Conan set and then let 2 jokes roll and goes, and I was on hold saying, no, please stop. Please I don't want to hear this. Can you please?
Yeah, it's hard.
And he brought me back on air. He goes, so you're going to be at the punchline. I was like, yeah, man, that's torture what you just did to me.
That's crazy, huh?
And then he's like, all right, bye. And cause it was like he didn't give a shit at all. He just made me listen to my act that I already hate.
Yeah, that's their intro, is your act.
I do love the switcheroo, the personality switcheroo when they call you for a recorded interview.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, man, so my name's Rich. I'm just going to do this thing real quick. It's just a quick, little 5-minute interview. We're just going to get some basic questions. Anything you want me to ask? And I'm like, no, that's fine. Whatever you want. He goes, all right, we're going to go here in a second. Hey!
It's the Comedy Bus pulling in. We got Big J, one of my best friends in the world, Jay Okerson.
I've been following you since way back in Z-Rock.
Where did you grow up?
I like that, though. I like when they have their own thing. I don't like when it's all about me.
Well, you're like the Rambo of comedy.
Who, me?
Yeah. You've been out there. You're John.
I like the road. I just don't like all of the promotion.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the show, and then you get to meet the fans and all that kind of stuff. That's great. But, it's the promotion that I think is like the new job. It's like, you almost have to get ramped up for the promotion. Like, I like doing radio, it's fun. Like, this is a great hang and all that kind of stuff. But the promotion, it's all day. And even then, you're like, you feel bad about it.
Yeah.
When's the last time somebody, a radio personality was like, no, we do bits here. Like, you have to come in with
setups.
You got to come in with what, you want to do bits.
You get that occasionally, right?
Yeah, the only one that ever demanded it was Bob and Tom. I think that's why it went weird, because I'm just like, this sucks, it's dumb. And then out in Kansas City, that guy always wants you to do that. He always wants you Stanford and Sons. He's like, they want
setups.
And I'm like, I'm not going to do bits on. It's so it's such an uncomfortable,
sometimes
disjointed way to do radio.
Sometimes they won't even bring it up.
Sound effect.
Yeah, sometimes they won't even bring it up. They'll just they'll bring up a bit that they've seen. They're like, you talk about this on stage.
It's just
trying to get you to do the bit.
It's like the fucking Byron Allen thing, you know what I mean? So it's like, we have Dave Attell here. So what's your thing with walruses?
What? Because they are so afraid of dead air. They're so afraid of a down moment. But if they really just would take a breath and talk to you, because you guys are good on your feet, like most comics are. I can see them doing that with a magician, like a touring magician comes in where they need a setup, okay, we have the water and there is a dove in the room, so please do what you do. But
please be aware there is a dove in the room.
But for the comics, they should just let them roll. And I think, it takes all the fun out of it. And it's 6 a.m. And
I'm saying, that's true. I'm with you on that too. Also, and I've done radio with you a bunch of times on the road. But it's like, can we just come in and just sit in while you do your weird news of whatever?
That's fun.
Preston Steve and Philly do that. They're great. Right. Those guys are great. They let you come in. And,
some guys are a lot of fun.
You ever do Preston Steve? Yeah. Those guys are great. You come in and just they're talking about something and you're in the conversation.
Yeah, they don't try to shoehorn your act into the conversation.
Wow.
But that's good radio people versus someone just doing those guys who go real big with that. So Dave, you're in town for blah blah blah. When they turn that microphone off, they're just like back to miserable people. They're generally not fun. Like when you get off the air, they're like, good to see you, man. Take care, bye.
For a young radio show like yourself to take a slam at the establishment like this, you guys
I'm going hard today.
Jay's in a real shit starting mood. You got Jay's all up in a tizzy, and I'm trying to blanket out all the fires he's setting.
You guys are like taking a chisel to the Sphinx of radio.
Take off that nose.
We were taken out of our home like the Jews and put in this back little camp yard here.
Jay's getting real biblical on these motherfuckers.
I always like when there's other comics in the radio. I like when there's another guy working the other club.
Yeah.
Because I know anybody, it's not like, me going on radio is going to make it a sellout at the show. So I like when there's another guy there, so they'll at least have some guy to talk to, Yeah. But it's so funny when it's always like, you're playing like one club and then the other guy's playing either a better club or it's like, what are you doing here? I'm doing a corporate, like he won't even tell you, like he's really just there for a wedding. Yeah. And he's just hanging out at the station.
Yeah, I just came to promote next week's gig in a different state.
Oh, no, I was here last week and I heard you were going to be here, so I figured I'd hang out.
Yeah.
I was like, whoop.
I've also never gone to a club where they were like, well, the numbers were light until you did Scooter and Jeff this morning.
It's it's like, you do that one station, like the Soccer Mom station, I always feel like is the waste.
Oh, yeah.
For everybody involved, for them and for me.
Top 40 where they're just like, so what are you?
And it's always like one of those things where like the weather is way too long because there's older listeners and they might slip. It's like, we're saying be very careful.
Salt.
It's going to be wet out there.
Your sidewalks. Yeah. Salt your sidewalks.
It is not a good day for rickety bones outside.
Yeah. Please, there's a chill in the air.
Or heavy Cadillacs on ice. You don't want to drive a heavy boat-like car.
So I that part, is rough, but the clubs, the people who've been coming to see me are great. I mean, like Jay was there, like when we would do these gigs, and by the way, Jay is not only a great comic, he's a great driver. He usually drives pretty much every time.
A very good driver.
Yeah, he's really good.
So, yeah.
Dan, how is your driving ability?
It's pretty good.
Dan's not bad.
You're from
Colorado.
Oh, so it's probably
mountain driving.
You're mountain drive, four-wheeling.
I go right, left. I'm good at doing that weaving thing. And then slowly letting out the gas.
You're good at taking a selfie of yourself on a ledge.
Continental divide. Yeah, and then a kissy face as the sun disappears.
So that's my advice for all young comics.
Be a good
driver. Yeah, always.
I actually would tell young comics all the time, too. I'm like, get a car, man. You get a car, even like a junker car. Like somebody will take you on the road. No, but I'm like, but some comics might take you out with them because you could drive. Like people will do that.
Yeah. So then get a tight 15 and a good driver's license and a decent car.
Mm-hmm.
Spacious. Get a good, nice, spacious car.
When I got rid of my car, I texted Dave and he wrote back, "Who's this?"
Blocked.
I had to make a fake profile on Facebook.
Did you both do the Oddball?
No.
I did it. Dan, you would have done great, man.
I did Jones Beach.
You did Jones Beach.
Oh, that's the best one.
I did the Jane.
That is the coolest theater, man.
You like that
venue?
one?
I love it. Yeah, I'm from Long Island. It was like a dream.
But it smells like ocean. It's too sea smelling.
Oh yeah.
You'd rather have the other venues, Camden.
I'm from a
$9 beer and fear.
I'm from
I like a Low Tide and Jeff Ross.
I like the smell of concrete.
That would be great. Sorry, people. The smell of the ocean is throwing me
Dan can't go on. He doesn't like it. He has nightmares of being an old sea captain.
Yeah. So, people, back when I was I'm sorry. Is that a body? Is that a body I smell?
Why do I smell so much sulfur? The smell of seagulls and sulfur is upsetting me.
But also, me and Soder in Jones Beach, we did the festival stage, the side stage.
Yes.
So that was put in specifically there, a really shitty location.
I'll say it. It was the food court.
I don't mind the food court. Been in the food court plenty, and it's been amazing. It was just they put us in a real narrow spot. It was just a weird place for audience. Very weird.
I don't even know where that is because that stage is so massive The Jones Beach Theater, it's massive.
It's because there's no lawn.
Yeah, and it's cool.
That's why.
And it's like you really could like boat your way up there. Like you could Jimmy Buffett onto that stage.
That's who we saw.
Landicraft. You could invasion onto that.
We saw Jimmy Buffett there recently, me and Dan.
Yeah.
And it was
as a couple?
I'm pretty sure. As a couple, yeah. Well, we were sailboat shopping.
Yeah, you wakeboarded over.
Yeah, that's when Jay and I got serious. Is when he took me.
You signed the deal.
Yeah, I did it on Jimmy Buffett's back. I signed it.
We went there to collect our booty.
Yeah.
So how was Jimmy?
I'm very white and drunk.
Really?
The audience was all just real drunk white people.
Yeah, but that's like a victory lap show. You've made it.
Yeah, you can.
You've house flipped your way into this show now. Now relax. You're pirates.
All the young teenage kids that were there with their families, though, you see those kids
hot.
Yeah, some of the daughters
very attractive. Yeah, but the sons wearing
suits,
Hawaiian shirts. No, but Hawaiian shirts and khaki shorts, with their families.
Like their dads.
Yeah. You really see that, they're going to become, super responsible, high-paid businessmen or murderers. It goes, either way. It's there's no in-between on that.
They're definitely going to use a lawyer to get out of a rape charge.
Don't throw all that on Jimmy Buffett and his music.
That's what we have to.
It is simply Jimmy Buffett's fault for
if you play it backwards, it's John Denver.
High-profile murderers.
Well, here's the thing about those rich kids. They didn't even give a shit. Where we were sitting, there was 3 kids in the front row sitting down, not even giving a shit at all.
Really?
Their parents, that's what their parents dragged them to.
Dave, when I tell you not even Huey Lewis could fucking put some blood in these kids' dicks, it was unbelievable.
I didn't know we could curse on here.
We can curse all
Huey Lewis.
Or we can talk about Huey Lewis's big-ass dick.
Hey, you know what? I was going to say that when you said people up front, at the Oddball, they have the sitting people, and then they have this other area, and then they have the I like to call them the Roman Legion camp in the back of just fires on a hill waiting.
Yeah, the soldier camp.
Yeah, the soldier camp. And that's the one. It's that's the one where you're you really want to. Not you kind of want to do good for the people in front, but it's in the back somehow because you're a comic and you're so needy. You're I hope I want to be, I want people to think I'm a hill comic too.
I don't want just seats
comics,
Indian style seating comic.
Yeah. I mean, let's say I have to play the Third World or something, and I'm going to have to play a hill.
Well, it's funny. It's not with music in that environment. If it starts raining, who gives a shit on the lawn? Because people play music and they start doing mud sliding and all kinds of crazy shit. Any of those lawns, on those amphitheaters, people just go crazy. And like I said, they would not start fires necessarily, but they'll all just make mud pits and throw mud and grass at each other. And if you're playing music, you can almost just play and kind of laugh that off. Yeah. But if you need their attention, it's a rainy lawn, you're doing, Anthony Jeselnik's trying, it's very important to listen to him very closely. And someone's like, woo, man, mud party!
Jeff, who is a buddy, and I think he's Jay, you're good. But Jeff is the ultimate host.
Oh yeah, he is.
The Oddball. Jay, you're the next. You're the Robin. You're coming up. You're going to take over. But Jeff is the guy because he makes it this party, and I think that's really the only way to play that. Yeah. And you've played Metal Fest. Have you both? I know Jay has, but have you ever done a band?
No, I'm amazed by watching Jay host that shit because that is incredibly difficult.
You definitely have to give up that whole idea of I'm here to do jokes and I want laughs. You just really want reaction,
sure.
That's the laugh there.
The difference between me and Jeff in that environment though is he is known by almost everybody.
Oh, absolutely,
there. Yeah. And they give him a nice amount of time to work. This is not even a dig on this. I'm just saying what it is. I have to treat it almost like a set in essence because I have less time than him when I host the main stage, and even when I host the small one. And it's, they don't know who I am, all of them going in. Do you know what I mean? So I have to kind of ingratiate them to myself. They have to, it takes them a couple of seconds to get on board with it. Where Jeff, they're so excited to hear the roast master general do his thing. That's a testament.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, but I'm saying but you're the relief pitcher. You're coming up.
That's what I'm coming up. That's literally what I am as a relief pitcher.
Dave Attell in studio. First guest on the Bonfire. We got another guest coming in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We're going to take a break real quick. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Bonfire.
Boom.
We'll be right back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
But this is Enrique Iglesias singing without the helping track.
All I need is a rhythm divine. All I need is to look in your eyes.
This sounds like if you heard your drunk friend singing and he didn't know you were in the house.
Yeah. As much as I would love to have been a rock star,
yeah,
I can't wrap my brain around the idea of putting pen to paper. You know what I mean? And writing down things like, lost in the darkness, I see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Mama, here I come.
Yeah.
Soul, heart, and body, as one, we shall rise.
Do you think we could get the technology to make us sound like pop stars? And maybe some auto-tune.
Can we get a baby grand in here?
I want to tickle the keys. That's the thing that you and I always do when we're hanging out, is we do that shitty songwriter, like
having the right, like, love shit.
The feeling you give is, wait, hold on. No. The feeling you, lost in a canyon, maybe.
Like, we're riding in my Model T. No. The way you looked when you walked in the room. Shit.
No. It feels more natural than that. Think, what about, like, winds of love blowing you around? That doesn't feel right.
Lost in a big scary world is how I feel when you're. No.
No. Just that.
My song's going to be like, can you please put the cap on your fucking razor in the shower?
Yeah.
Because it's going to fall and I'm going to cut my foot, you cunt. I'm going to cut my foot, you cunt, is in parentheses.
Yeah.
Can you please put the cap on your fucking razor in the shower? Because it's going to fall and I'm going to cut my foot, you cunt. Foot, you cunt.
Have you heard that new one by Jay?
Please put the feel on your razor in the shower.
What about Dan's new song, I'm Sorry I Forgot Your Friends' Names?
The new smash hit.
Real love songs.
From Big J. Okerson is, I'm sorry I forgot your Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
Pick it up yourself on the way home.
Ladies, if you're wearing panties, you might want to take them off, because they're going to get sopping wet once you hear Dan Soder's new song, I Want to Go on Vacation by Myself.
I'm sorry I forgot your friends' names.
I'm sorry I forgot your Greek yogurt. Pick it up yourself on the way home.
Want to go on vacation by myself. It's a real love story.
I know you like wearing my shirts as pajamas, but I need my shirts. By Big J. Okerson.
Parentheses, can you at least wash it after?
I know you like wearing my shirts as pajamas, but I need my shirts.
Can you at least wash it after?
I need my shirts.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Oh. We are back. We are back on first guest day on the bonfire. We are here in Opie's internment camp.
Jay still lighting fires.
Located conveniently so he can laugh at us through the studio window.
Welcome back to the bonfire. The man you hear bitching is Big J. Okerson.
Why do you keep turning on me?
I'm not turning on you, Jay.
I feel like bitching is trivializing my feelings.
All right, you know what? That's a fair argument, and I'll say you're complaining.
Thank you.
Like an old married couple.
Like an old bitch.
We had our first guest, who's Dave Attell, and now our second guest has joined us. All we do is have fucking great comedians on.
Beasts.
Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah, how are you, kids?
I'll be opening for him October 17th, Gramercy Theater.
Stop sucking your own dick. It's his time.
I said
let
opening
him suck
for
away. We need fucking ticket sales.
Hey, everyone, I'm on the show, too.
I'm saying I'm open. That's called a trans. You know what, dude? I think this whole studio movement thing is
Nick, let me give you some advice
yes,
about
Dave.
this radio here.
Yeah.
It's off the grid. It's off the rails. Crazy. I brought in donuts.
Oh, did you bring these in?
Yeah, I did.
Dave gave us a housewarming present.
I know you don't eat donuts.
Our new studio, Dave brought us donuts.
I know you don't.
I love Dunkin' Donuts. I like the coffee.
But you live upstate, so I assume it's more of a biscuit, maybe a scone.
By the way,
yeah.
That brown one with the colored sprinkles, it looks like George Wallace's asshole. That'll be the comedian.
by off the grid, he means we're in Opie's broom closet. That's what he means. There's no cell service in here.
Is this open? Oh, you can live without your fucking cell, Jay. Come on.
turns out. I'm gonna have to
I was
learn how
happy you
to.
guys got a show, and then I realized it was costing me fucking money. They don't play my bits because you guys are hogging up the fucking air.
Are we taking
Congratulations, cocksuckers! I'm living in a lean-to.
That's a great take on it. I didn't realize we're fucking people's sound exchange.
Did you think of that, Dave?
No. I didn't.
Well, you were buying these expensive donuts that didn't come across.
No, I don't even know how Sirius works. So, how do you guys get paid? Like, how does that work?
We get paid by Comedy Central on this, but there's the Sound Exchange.
That's right, Jake.
That pays you every month. You get money. Like they take, I guess, I don't know how much it is, a couple cents every time they play your stuff.
But they track it. They track it.
And they give you a check.
They track it.
Yeah.
So
cool.
we're taking food out of your mouth.
Yeah, you could say that. And my wife's mouth and my 3 little Filipino kids. Those little fucks are starving.
What about all the drunken handshakes from illegal downloads from the fan base? Yo, dude, man, I love your stuff. No, I've never paid for any of it.
You know it's on YouTube? Yeah, I just watched the whole thing right there on YouTube.
Got your new album on Pandora. What the fuck is that?
I like Netflix. Like I put my special up there, and like, let me just tell you something, Nick. I know you did a special.
I had one on there.
Yeah, okay, that's the place. It really. I'm telling you, like that's going to be the place for now.
Yeah.
On, you're going to be going up against,
Billy Burr.
Yeah, well,
his fifth one.
No, but,
I'm going up against Louis. Something he did 11 years ago.
No, but you're always going up against a Nick Cage movie. That's what I like. I can take
that.
him out.
I can beat.
Yeah,
Bill Burr sucks.
Bill Burr's done so many specials. Now he's just changing like the hue of the film at this point. He's just doing black and white specials.
They have a whole channel of them on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah, no.
That's what he said, though. That's what Billy told me. Burr said. I said, when did it change for you? He said one of his specials was on the front page, front page at Netflix. And I'm like, well, first of all, how do you fucking get it on the front page of Netflix? Because I know Barry can't do that for me. And he said that's when he started noticing people, that's when he started selling. So Netflix is really...
Yeah, no.
Kevin Hart said the same thing. He said it was just one of his specials just happened to hit, and that was just the change. Really? It was like an overnight thing.
Yeah, that pisses me off because I killed for years.
Yeah, that's true.
And fucking there was no Netflix, and I had a special on the Weather Channel, and fucking Nat Geo, and I did my best work in the fucking early 90s.
You had an awesome Showtime special that came out. The thing with the show, which I would have done in a heartbeat also if that opportunity appeared, but the Showtime at one point was like. Everything was like, it's like some Def Comedy Jam ripoff thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It was like chocolate sundae, black mocha, espresso bean
the
comedy.
Sassy queen ladies of comedy.
Monique and friends. Yeah, bitches.
I like when they do those, like, whatever that is. Like, I guess you could say they bring out 5 like really super hardcore urban acts. And like you can tell it's heavily edited because like when the white guy goes up, like it's almost like halfway into his set because there was a lot of calming the crowd down. It's almost like a joke and good night because like there was definitely like, come on now, give him a chance.
Why is a white guy got a cut over his eye?
Whenever it's a group of black chicks, they're always wearing like ball gowns, like they're going to like some amazing.
It's a big night out for 'em.
Me and Soder actually watched today a comic go up on Bill Bellamy's Who's Got Jokes, which is a black show, and he did that the thing that I assume everyone in this room hates is the selling out white people to do good in a black crowd. Do you know what I mean? Like the whole like he's like all my friends say they have black friends. They don't have black friends. I got black friends.
Oh, he was a white. He was a white.
It was a white dude who was just completely.
He was like
Roger Rod.
Roger Rod.
Yeah.
Who is this
Sounds like a
Benedict
fucking
Arnold?
astronaut.
Oh, by the way, you could definitely pull it up on YouTube, Lou.
Yeah, the Apollo 10 mission with Roger Rod.
There's definitely some Roger Rod.
He dressed like an older drug addict that broke into a black man's house and he was nude and just took all of his clothes. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, no shit.
Like he ran out of the house and was like, I gotta get out of here. I was naked when I came in.
And he was white?
Yeah.
He looks like a meth addict who stole Suge Knight's luggage from the airport.
Yeah, Jay and I were watching him. I was like,
Let me guess, San Jose, somewhere up there.
Bay Area.
Thank you.
He's from the Bay Area.
Yeah, you nailed
Where
it.
else are they more confused about race than fucking the politically correct Bay Area?
But this guy...
That would be your next special. Nick DiPaolo's Oakland.
I used to love Oakland. Walnut Creek, I used to kill. Yeah. Now it's a different vibe out there.
It's true.
Live in Walnut Creek.
I want to show Roger Rod because I want to.
They don't even promote it as a show. It's like our next conversation.
Yeah, Roger Raj. Let's show him a picture of Roger Raj, and then obviously we haven't talked about this. guys, but on a previous episode we talked about Chet Hayes, who's Tom Hanks' son. I found out Tom Hanks had a son who's a rapper.
I didn't know
That's how I found out through this show, actually.
Really?
Yes.
And I didn't know till Jay.
Chet Hayes, I know.
Yeah, Jay told me about it on the show, and we went through all of his clips. Well, he was missing
Chet Hayes, a.k.a. Chet Hanks.
A.k.a. Hanksy Boy.
That's right. Chet Hanks, I knew him.
Or a.k.a. Chester Hanks.
I thought he was like a center fielder for the White Sox in the 70s.
That's
Chet Lemon.
We made that
You
joke.
too? Did you really?
No, he made the joke.
I said it sounded like he played for...
He's a shortstop for the Kansas City Wisps.
Yeah, I said it sounded like he played for a team before it was just white people.
Yeah, is that a rapper name?
Chet Hanks. That's his real name.
I know, but Chet Hayes, does that put some, like, cool
It gives him
on
street
it?
cred.
Yeah. So that was the whole point, is we were blown away.
H-A-Z. By the H-A-Z.
Okay.
Yeah. We were blown away that Tom Hanks had a son that thought it was okay to be the son of Tom Hanks and also be a rapper.
Because not only is Colin Hanks like an actor and respect, but he's like almost like he's the whitest, nerdiest
who's
type
Colin
of white.
Hanks?
It's his other son who acts, and
Yeah.
he gets a lot of acting.
He was in Orange County.
Yeah.
He was, last season of Fargo.
And he's like he's like an awkward, like very
a good
white.
actor.
He's a very good actor. I'm saying, but his like thing is like he's a very just tucked in shirt type guy. It seems, and for his brother to be such an over the top, that's why, and him trying to sell it so hard, like, yo, watch this how I talk, yo, it's just a way of life.
How
and
do you
it's blah, blah.
explain that?
Well, here's what happened. He vanished.
We didn't know that. We didn't know he was missing.
We were unaware.
If you don't know, who the fuck knows?
Then we felt very like, oh, I hope he's not dead or we are horrible for how we went at him. We were very concerned about that. So it turns out while we were gone, we were not here for 2 weeks.
He was in a Walmart.
He turned up. No, and I believe it's Lou. He went to rehab, correct?
He went to rehab for doing drugs.
Oh, how heck.
Oh,
he's like the bad
hack.
Baldwin. But he's their bad Baldwin.
He's their Billy Baldwin.
Yeah.
He's got to find God.
But Tom and his son, though, which one was the actor? Yeah, I was in that movie Uncle Buck with him, and he we made eye contact and shook hands. So I assume we're friends.
Yeah.
No, he's very cool, and I was thinking, doesn't that suck? Like, because actors, we always hear this whole thing of like how hard it is to get work as an actor. Even if you're super famous, it's still hard to get work. So going up against your own son, who looks kind of like you and is like younger for the younger parts.
So a newer version of you.
Tom's always got to be like, I just played Walt Disney. And oh, really? I'm playing like a hedge fund guy who's on a drug binge. Cooler parts.
I do a bank heist. What do you do, Dad?
Yeah,
you
I'm
fall
like
asleep in a
hacker
wheelchair?
nerd who
they're going to read
super hot chick.
They're redoing Forrest Gump, not with Colin Hanks, though, I don't believe.
They better urban it up.
I think that's what I'm guessing. I guess it's going to be Jamie Foxx or something.
Oh, of
They're redoing Forrest Gump.
I heard that.
F-go.
Is that true? Look that up. See if that's a thing.
All the shrimp is fried. I've seen the fucking trailer. And it's just
Forrest Gump 2, Bubba's Revenge.
Yeah.
Life's like a fucking box of weed.
Get off my boat, you retard.
But he has Chet has a bunch of apology videos saying that he was all drugged up because he defended using the N-word.
Yeah, he said it was a way of life, and it's cool. He could do it.
How do you get that fucking confused?
A lot of money.
Tom Hanks is a lot
kid.
of work.
You got that Castaway money, Nick.
Jonah Hill, that's right.
Wait
Jonah Hill.
That's Jonah Hill.
It's Jonah Hill's. No, he's gonna play Forrest Gump.
He's gonna play Chet.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jonah
that's
Hill
it.
playing Forrest. Why are we making Forrest fucking Gump, by the way?
Yeah, that came out in 94.
Okay, exactly. What's that, 21 years ago?
But shouldn't it stay like just like a great movie in its own?
Yeah, let's get along for
No.
fucks, even though I thought it was overrated as shit. But
As the guy who's going to go see the new Ghostbusters, I'm going to say no. Take all
a remake of Forrest
take all
Gump.
take all that inappropriate fun out of it, and I like when they try to politically correct these movies. Like Ghostbuster. Now I'm sure it'll be some kind of weird lean in, on the ghost. Wow, that's scary. Huh?
Before we play his apology, could we give the fellas here a taste of what he's capable of?
Okay.
Pre-rehab.
Okay.
I'm a fan, regardless of what you play. So
we're just trying to get you on board.
Sounds like a confused young white fella.
Well, that's why we make all of our guests Chet Hanks T-shirts to take home.
Bring them on! You get to wear them on stage.
It's a beer koozie and a gun holster.
I like how.
So this is his song.
Fucking director was on Ritalin with this shit.
It's good.
So
Jesus Christ.
He was having a
sold. He's
seizure.
great.
As he was editing, he was seizuring out.
What does he play? Caroline's or Gotham?
Dave Attell just got himself a new driving tunes.
I like this.
Yeah, that was so different than every other fucking hip hop R&B song.
I think it gives us a peek into the world of the rapper.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying, of the white rapper, which is a different world.
Let's play him the YouTube video of him defending using the N-word. Because that is...
I love the...
Why does he have to defend it? Something called the fucking First Amendment. Anyways, back to the show. I'm serious.
Celebrity.
Just a word, man.
Exactly.
But it is nice to know that Tom Hanks' movie funded that music video.
Oh, you know it did.
That was like a...
That's true.
Yeah.
That was a lot of a week of good chores money. If you take the car to get waxed and whatever.
That guy was you.
Good chores money is hilarious. Chet, wonderful job cleaning your room as we agreed upon the $30,000. Oh, dope, Mom. I'm going to go make a video where I look like a businessman. I want to go be a businessman.
He was just throwing fucking Band of Brothers money on stripper pussy.
Band of Brothers, that's when I was trying to... Again, I'm still coming over that weed fucking thing. Took out half my memory.
Oh, man. So you took an edible. We were talking about this off air.
Would I ever go up to somebody that I didn't know and just be like, hey, what's up, my nigga? Oh. It's an unspoken thing between people who are friends who understand each other. I just want to clarify one thing. Under no circumstances would I ever go up to somebody that I didn't know and just be like, hey, what's up, my nigga?
Then you're using it wrong.
And why is he telling this to his GPS?
Yeah, exactly.
He's in his car.
I said go left.
Yo, take a left, yo.
He's talking to a Mother Mary bobblehead.
Yes, explain it. He's got fucking Morgan Freeman telling him how to get around Hollywood.
Take a right.
It's hard being the son of a celebrity, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's true. My dad.
But I think
everybody knew my dad at the shoe store.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something.
It's probably harder being the son of a cobbler.
Hey, you got the heels in. You got the.
This guy's dad does a shoe. But I don't think being a rapper is definitely not the. You'd have to be real dumb to think that you could get away with it.
And why is he's got like a little Game of Thrones beard going there when he should? Aren't they supposed to be clean shaven? Right?
They are, but it turns out
never seen the show.
He had a drug problem. So maybe I don't know.
Coming off a binge.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hanks did?
So this is what's new to us. We have these videos that he made an apology to the people who don't give a shit. To let us know that he's fine.
He's fine now.
He's getting right with God.
But here's the weird thing. How did he know we wanted to see these videos?
His fans do.
Yeah, us.
Yeah.
Jay and I are now fans of his because it's so fucking ridiculous.
I never knew of the guy until I listened to your fucking show.
Yeah.
Are you gonna you got to get him in I'm smelling him as like not the third guest, but maybe the 10th guest.
I mean, if
I'd
we
say
could,
Greg Rogel, then him.
Yeah.
Greg Rogel, the Sklar brothers, him.
Sklar.
Done. We're trying to get
back to me then.
Mark McGrath of Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray.
Who's gonna follow the Sklar brothers?
And then Jeff Dunham. We're trying to get, or even just one of the puppets.
I was in with Jeff on Opie's show.
Yeah?
Right? Was he talking about getting buff for his new show?
He was like ripped and shit. I'm like, dude, what is that from Carrying Puppets?
He's got one of those hand clamps in there, one of those hand exercises.
Guy builds helicopters and shit. He's a fucking, he's not a dumb guy, I'll tell you that much.
What we don't know about Jeff Dunham is Peanut actually weighs 312 pounds.
Jalapeno on a stick was like 240.
Oh, vascular in his bicep.
He was fucking ripped. I'm like, I can't even make fun of a puppeteer. I'll kick the shit out of him.
He's being trained by Magnus Vermagnuson just to lift up his fucking thing.
Just throwing beer kegs over a wall.
Yeah!
That's his unconventional Eastern European exercise.
That's his Lifetime movie. Like he gets his hand, like somebody slams his hand in a car door. And he says, are you a concert pianist? No, I'm a ventriloquist.
That's his
I give her $10 million a year.
He's got to chop it off on a hiking accident.
He gets
one of his prop bags fell on his hand.
A yelpy dog.
One of his prop suitcases fell on his hand at the shit. It's in a hotel room.
Someone cut it off. All I've got's a
Why are you slurring?
That guy's loaded.
Jalapeno on a stick was trapped under a car, and we had that mother's adrenaline, and we just lifted up a car and save it. It's not an it, man. It's a him.
His name is Peanut.
Nothing is sacred here. Ventriloquism, rap,
white rappers. We really take down the top notches.
Well, whatever happened to that other white rapper, the first guy?
Ice?
No,
Eminem?
Vanilla?
No, you know the one, Informer.
Oh, Snow.
I'm thinking of it, but
Snow, but that was reggae more than rap.
Oh, was it?
Where is he? It was Snow now. He's done. I mean,
No, he isn't. He's working a car wash on 11th.
Although I bet you he comes out still once every 3 years and gets flown to like somewhere in this country, or
he definitely does. Yeah, he easily does a big music festival.
I bet you could find him doing that. I bet you could find Snow Informer live in the 2010 forward.
Could you imagine if we could do a show with Chet Hanks as a guest and Snow performing Informer live?
We should have Snow. We should have Snow be his like his big brother.
Oh,
his tutor, like a scared straight. You want to get into white rap? Let me show you what happens when you get into white rap. No one listens to you.
Well, all I know is neither one of you are going to be in Tom Hanks' next movie.
How do you know that?
Maybe he wants you to hear.
Yeah, maybe we're the dose of medicine that his son always needed.
Toughen him up.
Yeah, let him know that the Hanks family doesn't support him.
Yeah,
what they do.
I just got penned to play the Jenny character in the Forrest Gump remake because now they're going to make it also a homosexual thing.
Are they really?
So everyone's okay.
Like he wasn't gay in the first one?
I'm not a smart man. But I know what love is.
I'm not a smart man, but I like dick.
I love a big, hard dick.
A hot hog.
I like black dick.
Now, how about Gary Sinise's part?
Oh,
Are they going to give him legs for this one?
Nobody's going to get back on his feet and really do well.
He's going to get back on fucking microaggressions. I was raped by a guy with no legs.
That's the
with metal
Colonel
legs.
Dane.
With metal legs. Yeah, what is it?
Colonel Dan.
Colonel Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. Sorry, yeah.
Lieutenant Dan Band?
Well, he'll be a colonel in this one.
Yeah, they got to bump him up. He's
the
going
guy
to be
from
an injured woman.
He's a colonel and he's going through a transition.
Yeah, he's a colonel that identifies as a lieutenant.
So that even makes it even more awkward talking about movies now because there's all the remakes, you know.
But they're not making anything new. They're fucking redoing Roadhouse with Ronda Rousey.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yep. That's sacrilege.
Is this where we're at? Everything white becomes black. Everything male's female. What a fucking...
Because they don't write...
Good luck with that. I hope it's...
Did anybody for shits and giggles?
I love Nick. I love how angry.
Well, no, I'm watching Real Sports, and they go, she's the pound for pound, the most male or female, the best fighter on the planet.
Wow.
And okay,
yeah, we all got taken back by that.
That's a transvestite. Who gives a fuck?
No, is it?
Sure it is.
No way.
She's 6'6", 240, fucking hands like Caitlyn.
But if you can beat her, you can fuck her.
That's how it goes anyway when I'm single. The fuck, how's that changed?
You're talking Tuesday, buddy.
But they were saying Ronda Rousey's pound for pound the best fighter.
On Real Sports.
Yeah.
They go, pound for pound, male or female, she's the best. Really? There's only way we could figure that out, huh? How could we test that theory? Oh, I don't know. Get a guy who has the same amount of experience and fucking have him fight.
Her
Same
weight?
pound.
That's her weight?
Yeah, and her weight. Exactly. You know what happened? They tried it back in the fucking... guys can Google this. Back in the 70s, on Wide World of Sports, back in the 70s.
Yeah. Tennis, right?
They had this woman from Oklahoma. She was like the best martial arts woman, and she fought the best guy. This he had a Hispanic last name. She comes running out. It was like a fucking... She comes running out. He fucking roundhouse kicks her on the side. She went down like a Kennedy. She fucking... He kicked her right in the liver. And she was out like a light. And they fucking set her up.
She pissed. She probably pissed immediately.
Probably. Yeah. It was fucking hilarious. Frank Gifford was like doing the play-by-play. Oh, she's not getting... She's like a
So she was the best martial artist versus...
She was the best, chick at the time at that.
So that's
and she went after this
I like
guy.
how you said it, though, versus a Hispanic.
I
know he's a Hispanic guy.
Don't pull that shit on me. I can't remember. He had a Hispanic last name is what I said. But,
okay, I apologize.
I can't.
He didn't have the white ability to hold back.
You put a white woman against any wily Hispanic. I'm betting on that Hispanic.
I'll pay
when
to
you
see
think
that
about
fight.
it, it's just like a date between a white chick and a Hispanic.
That's the third show at the Cellar.
Fucking... He fucking... I can't remember. They sat her up and that was it.
I love that, like when they have those events. Like when it used to be wrestler versus like when they... Before,
that was like the original UFC.
Yeah, before the UFC, it would always this guy is a wrestler and he's going to fight a donkey. The donkey's wearing a hat, so it's a fair fight.
Monty Python. Remember Monty Python did that? Fucking John Cleese fighting an old lady and just knocking the fucking shit out of her.
But that was the original UFC, was Like sumo wrestler versus a ninja versus a
sumo guy got his teeth kicked out.
Third degree black belt versus a girl in a wheelchair.
Can she roll away?
Just stuff him in a cage and start chanting around them.
Strangling her with her own colostomy bag. This is fucking...
Do you remember the Muhammad Ali versus the guy, the Japanese?
The wrestler.
Yeah, the wrestler guy. Yeah. My dad took us all to see that, but we didn't. Not in Japan. We didn't go to Japan. We went to whatever Madison. We saw it on big screen.
Oh,
and
did you really? Closed circuit.
Yeah. First of all, it was if now I think back on it, it was that was the first time you see adult disappointment because it was he got us all there, and we're all doing eating and drinking whatever he's doing. But then you realize he's it's not that great a fight, but he doesn't want to tell us that because we're young.
That's a good dad, right?
He realized it was a trick. He's that wasn't that. I go, yeah, but look, he was.
Yeah, he didn't want
to. Good dad. He didn't want to ruin your night. My father would have this sucks. Come on, kids. Come on, we've been here 10 minutes. Now we're going.
Give me some of your allowance to pay me back for that ticket.
No, exactly.
I sprung for the ticket. You don't get to watch it.
My dad took me to wrestling and then told me it was fake there.
He did. Did he really?
Yeah.
It's fake. I'm fake. All right, deal with it.
I think I told him the Road Warriors could beat him up, and he goes, "No, they can't. This is all fake."
It's all fake, and so is Santa Claus. Get your coat.
Yeah. And I'm gonna fight you in the parking lot, you little shit.
So it's your mother and my marriage.
So is the love that you were made from.
It's all a sham.
My dad, I think I've said this before, but he took me to the Cow Palace and we took a bus so he could get hammered.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was big styrofoam. I remember waiting at the bus stop.
Dad, are we almost there?
Really?
Yep.
Those 16 ounces are starting to come back up on the way home. Yeah. That was my experience.
There you go. Look at that.
Oh, that's Ali and the paralyzed wrestler.
And this is all of us sitting there. Oh, wow, look at that. And he's like, yeah.
Look, he's trying to kick Ali in the...
Did I watch those novelty fights?
Holy shit, where was I when this fucking happened?
You never saw this one?
No.
Yeah, Ali didn't really know what to make of it.
And this is what I'm guessing this is where Stallone got the idea.
Yes.
With Hulk Hogan, right?
Yeah, Thunderlips.
The ultimate male.
Yeah.
The ultimate male.
The ultimate
There's
meatball.
something that I remember this now. That's something creepy about him pulling around by his leg.
Yeah.
That's it. It's all
he's putting him into a bath. You gotta take a bath.
You are gonna take your bath, mister.
Get off me.
That's what Bridget Everett does to the audience when she does her stage thing.
Oh, a leg whip. Fucking.
Look
how old was Ali? He could have got hurt there.
This is probably early. It's got to be the late 70s, right?
76.
What?
76?
76, yeah.
Fuck,
it was
I was
a good
14.
Year for us.
I watched,
that's right. I was out of the country.
Do you ever watch the Dave? Have you ever seen the 30 for 30 documentaries?
Yes.
On the sports ones
on Kevin Bacon. Terrific.
No, they did I watched the one this last weekend with Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan.
Why? Oh yeah.
Why? And at the end of it,
why? What an ass she
Tanya
had,
Harding's such a lunatic, but at the end of it, the two things that were great, the one that I'll just say makes me laugh the most was that she goes, anybody who knows me knows that I didn't have a part in this. I had no prior knowledge. I had no idea about this. Anyone who knows me as my friend would know that. And then it just cuts to the two people who have been doing the talking head the whole time as her friends. They go, look, I want to believe she didn't do it because I'm her friend, but she was part of it. They both say she was, but then they show her how do you make money now? How'd you make ends meet? And she goes, well, I have a lot of different things. And then just shows her in a celebrity boxing.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's losing so the girl's
somebody
just
kicking the shit out.
She really went Jake LaMotta on it, where she deserves a beating, so she was just taking it. I felt like she's like, "Come on, keep going."
I never went down.
I deserve it. I
never went down.
Hey Nancy.
Hey Nancy.
I never went down.
I never went down.
My
but so it's I never went down, Suzanne Plachette, or whatever fucking shit.
Put on my bloomers right.
I know you got to go work the night shift at Circle K, but you might have won this match.
But it's always those celebrity boxing, you may have won this round, Kate Jackson.
She's still a champion in my mind.
Absolutely.
She's an Olympic hero.
And I cannot believe that, she's married, right?
Well,
yeah, she just got married to this guy.
I can't believe
she
they haven't started
described the
their own
beatings,
comedy club.
when she describes the beatings,
It's called Tanya's? What would it be called?
I'll tell you what it's called. Skid marks. I worked there.
Would it be called crowbars or Tanya's?
Skid marks in Buffalo. I
Paula
did it last
Jones,
week.
that's the other girl who fucked Clinton,
Hey,
right?
wait a minute. Which one's Tanya? The two fat white trash hillbillies.
This looks like a closing.
I don't know if it's the fight I'm talking about. The one I was, they're not wearing headgear.
It looks like
what the fuck?
This looks like a closing at a Chili's in Sioux City.
It's like an episode of Wipeout.
Which one? Tanya's winning this one.
We're doing Beach Wars.
She's the blonde chick, right?
The ref. That's not even a ref. He's just like a maitre d' they met at lunch. Do you want to be in our big fight?
Will you put this shirt on and tell us certain rules that you just made up?
Looks like a young Steve Sharippa. Tanya's landed him.
Oh, nice.
This bitch doesn't want any of this.
She may win this one. She's a scrappy little broad.
Well, yeah, she's like.
You ever see her wedding sex tape?
Oh yeah.
From below the tits down, really awesome body.
Yeah,
her tits were awful.
Her tits were real.
You know what tits look like? You ever see when they have those things in diners now, where the little circle where you crack eggs into and it makes eggs for those kind of things?
Yeah.
She had egg sandwich tits.
That's not no. You're. She's a professional skater. Okay, all those axles. It whips the. Nipples.
It whips the nips.
Yeah, those are like whipped. Yeah, it's like the way you whip eggs.
I don't remember
all the spinning and turning.
Are your titties gross or are they just stirred?
I don't remember her being that hot from the waist down either.
Well, either way,
no, from the waist down. She had that great ass.
Looked like somebody beat a cat with a shovel.
Nancy Kerrigan. They kept saying the whole documentary was talking about how beautiful an ice princess, and she had those big fucking
Tiger Woods teeth.
She looked like Alfred E. Newman.
She had some choppers, but that fucking ass. You want to talk about from the waist down? I would fucking. Oh my god, I yanked it.
But both of them. But here's the thing: Tanya Harding was more of like a white trash pig I could have fucked. So that's why I think.
Is that why you liked her? Because
I think that's why I liked her more.
She was attainable.
The new Jay, you could have got them both.
Yeah, you know what? You do look like a sexy Jeff Galooly.
I better head down to Rockefeller Center.
That's right.
I look like Jeff Galooly. When Tanya Harding described Jeff Galooly, she's like, I got in the car with him and was like, "Did you know about this at all?" She was, and he just slammed her face.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, that sounds like made up abuse.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying like that's like, such a. It's like really.
It's like when one of your
hammer fisted your fucking face for asking a question.
It's like when a little kid describes a fist fight he was in. He's like, I punched him, and you're like, none of that probably happened. You guys rolled around and threw a couple punches.
I think I knocked his eyeball back into his head.
I wonder what the money was on that fight.
On which?
On the Tanya Harding.
A little more than she got for doing World's Dumbest Criminals with me on True TV. That's when I said, when I saw her on the website, I go, don't put my name up there. Fucking.
No, I'm not going to go up there with Tanya Harding.
People go, you're the funniest person on that show. I go, yeah, I'm up against Tanya Harding and Bonaducci. Thanks for the compliment. Fucking cocksuckers.
I did a comedy show at Comics when Comics was around with Bonaducci.
He's actually funny, Bonaducci.
And he came in wearing a tank top but like a duster, like a long cowboy jacket. And he came in, he goes, sorry guys, I'm not going to be too talkative in here. He goes, I'm dictating my book to my phone. And then he would stop for a while and tell me about the program for dictating. And then he goes, you got to read a book to it. And then it knows your voice.
Oh, right. Dragon, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Or you could just play, Partridge Family reruns into it.
He just leaves it running. He just leaves the TV running and puts his phone.
He was actually, I did his radio show every day.
He's great, yeah. He's a good guy.
I like the guy.
He is jacked, too.
He's jacked, but he's kind of funny, man.
He knows how to fight.
He's like definitely the taking care of business Partridge.
Yeah, he's a crazy guinea. Yeah.
He's the one that collects for the band.
I used to be scared of shit of Susan Day till I saw Bonaducci.
He knows what he's doing.
Bonaducci wants the Chuck Berry. He's like, give me a bag of money or
Dave
I fuck
Madden
you.
never did nothing for me. I could fuck him up, but I was
What was the guy's name? Ruben?
Yeah.
What was the guy's name? Ruben.
Dave Madden?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's John Madden's brother, and I'm not shitting you. I thought I read that somewhere.
It's like, look, Ruben asked for the money, but I'm here to take the money.
Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci, the muscle of the Partridge Family. You guys coming a little late this weekend. We played a good show. It's a little late.
Right now, your listeners are going, what the fuck are they talking about? I don't know the demographic.
Yeah.
That was a Bonaducci demographic.
Bonaducci. Yeah, he's a crazy fuck. That was one reality show I liked.
I watched that.
Right? That was actually a decent one.
And the one where Greg...
Remember he's drinking a quart of vodka every 3 minutes? And fucking
that was good.
Throwing people out of his house. And
just banging chicks behind his wife's back on camera.
Like, that's wrong.
He's like, yeah, but that girl was at the gym.
Sounded like Florentine.
That's a big L.A. thing. I met him at the gym.
So it's okay to fuck him if you meet him at the gym? That was a gym hookup, baby. You don't understand.
It's all right.
I used to go on auditions I knew I wasn't going to get for, like, Tropicana sun tanning. You'd get there, you'd see 40 chicks in bikinis sitting in a hallway. Oh my fucking word.
Nick is the funniest, and when he moved to L.A., like I go to L.A. for a week or so, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. You know, like, everybody I know is now either married or like they're in rehab. So there's no one to hang out with. But you were there like when you were, when you were really young. So like it must have been a party, right?
You found me. Do you remember running into me on Venice Beach, Dave? I was having the worst year of my life.
Easy. It was just paddleball. I think I do remember that.
You were out there for something.
Right?
I was living there by myself. I didn't know anybody. I was in a basement apartment. My girlfriend, I left her behind. I'm going, I did 3 Arsenio's in 6 months. I thought I was going to be king of the world. I go out there. I cheat on her in New York. I fuck her anyway. I get out to L.A. I don't know anybody. I want my girlfriend back. I'm in a basement apartment. I don't know fucking anybody. It was just like swingers. I lost 28 pounds.
What?
I didn't shower. I was running 6 miles a day. Didn't know anybody. I remember running into you like on a sunny day. You were out there for something. You didn't even recognize me.
Anything of flyers. That was before Twitter. Comedy.
Worst,
check it out. Comedy show.
Worst fucking year of my life. It was on like a Sunday afternoon. It's 101 degrees, but the beach is closed because of gang activity and shit like that. And I'm in a basement apartment with a window. You can only see like the top 2 inches of the street. I'm watching people's feet go by like flip flops, and I'm like crying. I want my girlfriend. I'm calling her house. Her father's answering at 3 a.m. I go, "Where's Nancy?" She goes, "You fucked around on her. She's out with this guy Brian down the." I'm like, "You motherfucker!" I'm yelling at him.
Wait, but when you lived out there, Nick, this is before podcasts. This is before all the web stuff. So
this is before TV, Dad.
Okay, so you're out there, right? And like, like the whole thing about LA is like you got nothing to do until you get an audition.
Right.
So that must have been really like, you're staring at a cord phone. Hello?
Yeah, reading the pizza box for the 15th time.
Even now, it was such a bad time in my life. I can't hear myself. That doesn't matter. What is this, a Tandy product? Even now, since I've gone, that was in the early 90s.
Right.
I've been to LA 1,000 times. Since I will never go to Venice Beach or near it. I have such bad memories.
So when you go,
I can't even.
The nicest part.
You have, you have PTSD from the beach.
Yes. I look like John McCain when they pulled him out of the fucking hotel in Hanoi Hilton. When Dave saw me on the beach, I was about 11 grams. I hadn't shaven in 3 weeks. Fucking
dog tag still around your neck.
It was so. I think about it now, and it gives me the creeps.
How long were you there for?
About a fucking year. Rich Super, my agent, talked me into going out there. He's like, "Yeah, I live right in Santa Monica. You can come see me." Fucking, I couldn't find him. I wake up, it's 8 a.m. I was up all night calling my old girlfriend's house in New Hampshire, waking up her family. Now it's 8 a.m. I have an 11:40 at the Comedy Cellar, which is a 50-minute ride from. It was the fucking.
I like it's all landlines. She couldn't get her directly.
No, that's right. That's exactly right. It was the fucking worst.
Back in, you guys are young, but Nick is the funniest and was the funniest. He, when he went to LA, like
I'm glad you padded that statement, but go ahead.
No, you're the funniest. So when you went to LA, back me up on this, people go to LA and it'd be like, well, that's really the last time I'm going to see them until they're on television with that TV show I've been hearing about for 4 years that they've been talking about.
Well, I did go.
No, not you though, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Absolutely.
The guy was like, "Hey, I'm going to LA, to pitch that Seinfeld-like TV show that we've been talking about drunk for 4 years." And you're like, "Wow, that's great. I'll be here in the clubs just, maybe I'll see in your limo on the way to the, Ace Awards."
Was that?
And then slowly they all started dripping down. I'm not talking about you at all.
I don't give a
Nick
shit.
is the funniest.
I came back after.
Then there'd be the guys who come back because they would get some kind of weird deal. And it would always be Chet Hanks saw me and laughed, so I better get out there because I know any minute my cord phone is going to ring, and then I'll have to.
I went back
get
out.
My Hugo,
and I went back out 4 years later.
No, but there was nobody funnier than him. He's the strongest, the funniest, the bravest, and they go out there, and then the TV, the film system, whatever it is, that system, they water it, they want to do all that kind of stuff. So it's amazing that you didn't, auto asphyxiate yourself in that basement.
Doing NXS?
Yeah.
Dave, I fucking came back to New York for a couple of years, and then Brett Butler had the same manager as me. Remember Dave and Christine Martin, these two Australians? She gets this huge deal, and they talked me into moving back to...
So you went back out?
I went back out.
You didn't go to Venice Beach, though?
And fuck no. I stayed inland. Not from 95 to 99, and I just... I had a few deals while I was out there. Dennis Leary's company, we had meetings with the 4 major networks, and it was all chicks. It was all chicks and gay guys in every meeting. There would be, and I remember that finally.
At the network.
At every network. And the first question was, the first question in every meeting was, so what is what is your wife's role in the sitcom? That was the first thing, and you know me with the fucking PC.
Yeah.
So the last meeting was with NBC, and I said that, I remember saying to Serpico, if they fucking ask me this again, sure enough, we're not in our seats. She said, so how do you see like your wife's role? And I go like this, I go, I don't know, I see her like in the pilot, she's pregnant, and I push her down the cellar stairs. And I'm expecting Serpico and Dennis Leary to jump in laughing, and they just look at me, and there's a fucking awkward silence. Serpico had to send the lady roses in the state.
That's great.
Somebody put the cap back on their bottle of water. This meeting is done. The ultimate slam in L.A.
Nobody even, not even Dennis. I was expecting Dennis to fucking jump and Serpico, and they just fucking looked at me. They might as well have been working for NBC. What are you, fucking nuts saying that? Oh, I don't know. Little levity to break the tension.
I had a meeting. I pitched a show that I knew TBS wouldn't want, but I just kind of did it for practice. And they did that. What's the strong female role in this? I was like, no, the show's realistic. And she just shut down. I even said I was joking. Like I gave, I was like, I'm just kidding. By the way,
did she shut a file?
She shut down completely.
Yeah. She's like, well, there we go.
She emotionally shut down the idea.
And I said that fucking 20 years ago. I was a little ahead of schedule with that crack.
But
holy shit!
Not to retread, but so the comics would go out to L.A. Because this always happens to me now. Because when I go out there, it'll be the guy who I hadn't seen in like 12, 15 years. And you'll be like, in LA, you're never supposed to ask anybody what they're doing because it either makes you feel bad or it makes them feel bad. Like, hey, what have you been up to? It's like, well, no, I've been working. I mean, like, you can't just animate a whole show about Mozart yourself. Then they like run off to buy pot. But, then you'll see these guys, and like all that time you hear them blathering about this stupid sitcom, and then you finally see him in LA, and like you want to talk about that sitcom because you remember. So it's like, so did it work? You and the orangutan? Oh, I see you're working at a Petco. So are you doing research?
Dunstan checks in, came and stole my idea.
I had a deal with Tony Danza's company, Katie's Face. I did.
Samantha.
I got to go to his house. I'm sitting in his $1 billion house drinking Heinekens with him and shit.
I'm going to spend money on Nick DiPaolo?
It was...
Let me check with Mona.
What does Mona think? We got little fruitsy running around the house.
Oh, man.
I know he ain't
when that went away. I got a couple of deals out there. They just went away, man.
No, but that's the beauty of it. It's because you were always better than the deal, and then you have to kind of
So was it like an Oregon Trail thing? Like people would set out to go to LA?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, you're like, all right, you might be alive.
You run into all of them. You run into all of them in LA eventually again, and they're like, it's like, what have you been up to?
I own a general store.
And you fall for that shit, did you?
What?
I said you were smart enough to fall for that shit.
I couldn't act. I knew I couldn't act, and they would always bring me.
I saw you on King of Queens. No, but seriously, everything I've seen you in,
I went to the School of Favors.
Yeah, me too.
No, come on, you can't act, but when I was in comedy when it was like, if you're ugly, you're a writer. Now it's the other way around. If you're ugly, you're the talent.
I was saying that today.
And there's all these good looking,
I was saying that today.
6 feet, astronaut looking guys who are the writers.
And you could be a triple threat. You could be an ugly singer.
Actor.
Yes,
exactly.
So when my first manager, he said to me, he goes like, we were thinking of sending you to the writing program, and I'm like, am I that ugly? Because I already knew that's what it meant, but it was like, yeah, no, it's on paper bag and no one can see your face avenue, and
but
bring your own lunch because they don't let somebody like you sit in a room with other people.
What's the name of the program? John Merrick.
Yeah,
but that flip
burn clinic.
That flip is absolutely. That flip has actually changed. Like that Ed Sheeran guy is like a balding ginger dude.
Yeah, no,
he's like a heartthrob.
Yeah, he looks like a truck stop manager.
That's because girls don't know fucking real men.
No, but the
dumb holes.
Fucking no, they bought into this shit.
Push-ups.
When you said you go to auditions and there would be 5 really good looking guys and super hot chicks and stuff like that. Those days are probably over now.
No, you're
it's like walking into a DMV.
Hey, they all look like Monique.
Yeah, the lady with the neck goyle is one of the biggest working things.
One guy trying to ugg himself down quickly. I gotta stay up.
Hit me in the face. I'm about to walk in.
You know, I fucking went to network like 4 different times. Going to network, you have to go through like 3-4 auditions, get callbacks. And you know who beat me out 3 of the 4 times I went to network? Ed Marinaro. He used to be on Hill Street Blues, a good-looking Italian guy. Yeah. I go, I'd walk in. He's wearing a Super Bowl ring from the Minnesota. I go, hey, motherfucker, can I have something? He used to laugh. I'd walk in. I go, your resume is like fucking longer than my legs are. And they're going to I had 2 lines on Suddenly Susan a year ago. They're going to fucking give it to me over you. I just used to fucking get back in the car. Me and Ralph Macchio carpooling. It was me and the same 4 Italian guys going to these fucking auditions.
I lost a gig once to Tony Siragusa, which you're like, all right, fuck face. Like, get out of my way, you asshole.
Yeah.
I know the goose.
Goose.
That's what you're up against, the 4 Italians, the 4 working Italians.
It was always like the same 4 or 5 Italian guys in the waiting, and I'd seen them on the Surprise. I'd seen these guys on TV. I'm like, for Christ's sake. I gotta fucking. But Ed Marinaro used to laugh. I'd walk in, he'd just start laughing.
Because would he watch you just get visibly angry?
He'd watch me come out and tear up the fucking sides and throw them in the wastebasket and go, fuck you.
Yeah.
What do they ask you? Like, what's your casting? I know this is kind of, cheap, but what's your casting type? Like when they like send you out on a part?
I get rich asshole.
Do you get like an Ashton Kutcher or like who do they say?
No, I don't get like hunky. I get like mean rich people.
Mean rich people.
Yeah.
And Jay, you're like.
Oh, it's always like fat, big guy, right. Something like
Bouncer.
that. Yeah, bouncery or like.
I'd love to get bouncer. I don't get that. I get.
Yeah, just like kind of big personality type things.
Yeah, I always play older gay. That's what it's always like. You run a boutique, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And like, there's another part in there who's like a terrorist. I'm like, why am I not going for that guy's part?
Because
we have a guy. This guy did a one-man show in Jordan.
So
he's very interesting.
Aramera. Yeah, he speaks.
It's actually his movie. He wrote it around that, and you're going to be the boutique guy.
The boutique guy in Jordan.
This is making us nervous about our trip to L.A. next week, Jay.
Why?
Why? Is it pilot season already?
Yeah, we're going to get shut down. I'm going to break down in a basement. And then
I bet that SiriusXM studio was filled with attractive people.
Oh, yeah.
You got to just go out there and take an acting class just for the pussy. Honest to God. Oh, my God.
Did you get laid doing that?
Nah, I had a fucking wife. But listen, I used to look at it.
Well, yeah, what is that like? Do you really meet the people? Like,
what, an acting class?
Like, I mean, like, do you have to do the scenes with them and everything, or is it just like one of those, like...
Well, sometimes, yeah. You know who tried to fucking, like, rape me? Roseanne Barr's daughter.
Hey, all right.
Really?
She had like
Barr?
She was...
Everybody names their kid Chet.
Yeah.
Chet Barr.
You mean like from this, like Sarah Gilbert or that other one?
I don't know.
Real daughter or acting?
No, real daughter.
Oh, a real actual daughter.
Yeah.
Is it Arnold's kid? Is it an Arnold kid? Tom Arnold?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think
they
so.
Didn't have kids together.
No, this was like in the fucking mid-90s. But she's trying to like make out with me. It wasn't even in the scene. I was supposed to be fixing her car. I'm like, okay.
Can I suck your dick in your car while my mom waits? It's like it's not gonna suck itself.
Nothing's worse than an acting coach, if you ask me.
Yeah,
I hated every acting thing. Every acting class I shouldn't say every. I took like 2 or 3 ever, like different like cycles of classes. Yeah. And I felt like I was back in school that I hated.
Yeah.
I hated every minute of being there.
I had a guy.
I just didn't like it. I just don't enjoy the process at all.
Guy in L.A., he was from Brooklyn originally. I don't want to mention his name, but he introduced me to Jennifer Lopez in his driveway. He lived in Santa Monica. And he goes to me, she's already got 3 films in the can. And I'm like, oh, yeah, whatever. Fucking,
yeah.
Remember the Selena movie? It was like a month before that came out. And it was fucking, J-Lo.
And she
had nothing to do with the great acting. It was just that her fat ass and that tragic story.
She was a tiny thing when I met her.
It was all sad and butt cheeks.
But he had a great line. I was doing a scene, what was it, in Living Color? Remember they had those they had those dancers?
Fly Girls, yeah.
The Fly Girls. And remember the hot black one? She was my partner in one scene. The scene was we were supposed to be, boyfriend and girlfriend, hadn't seen each other. And I go over to her apartment, and in the scene I'm shaving her legs. And I apparently wasn't doing it. My acting coach goes, for Christ's sake, this is supposed to be sensual. You look like you're preparing her for knee surgery.
She's got a tattoo on her shins.
I thought that was the funniest
that's great.
And I couldn't.
Go through generations of hate in my mind right now. It's really, you don't know how much acting's going on here, sir.
Do you remember Monty Hoffman?
Yes.
He was. I did a scene with him in bed. It was supposed to be. You have to know who he is. I'm not going to go into it.
I like the acting coach.
He's dead now, by the way.
Oh, he is?
That's what somebody told me. Money.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like
you guys would recognize him.
I like when you go to the acting coach's house and, like, you know, you sit down and then they're going to teach you how to be an actor. You know, and like.
Is this how you got raped?
No, this is the best part where they go like, you know, it becomes the whole thing of like you're paying them and they're supposed to teach you how to become an actor, right? And then in their eyes, you can always see that moment of like when they realize, you know, that either you don't give a shit,
or you just
where it's like you're full of shit or I'm full of shit, and like, you know, what is that sound coming from your kitchen? Is that a cat? like that point where you're like, it's like, okay, you got me. Yeah. I'm leaving.
Your dishes
and
are
I'm never coming back here.
Your
but
dishes
you don't
are
know that. I just told you that I'm coming. That I'm going to be busy, but I'm really not. I'm just never coming back here. I love that moment where it's like, and we're both acting right there. It's like, okay, well,
that was
you got it. You're good now. Go get that audition.
You were reacting.
Yeah.
Well, Joanna Bexon, who a lot of comics have worked with.
I took it. I took that class
Did you?
too. Instead of yelling, somebody's got a blue shirt over and over again. I left.
She was on, I did Colin Quinn's thing today, that web show. And she's on the set, you know.
Just hanging out. Yeah, I guess. If you need a quick tip.
Yeah.
Remember, your parents passed away. Okay, now do the scene.
Live in the moment. I'm going to go collect my check.
The only way to become an actor is to go back to England and live there.
Get one of those accordion neck things.
Yeah.
Dave, Nick, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, man. This fucking flew by. We're overtime.
Awesome. Wow.
I don't want to cut into Nick's. I don't want to cut into Nick's bits at all. So you can get your sound exchange money.
Yeah, no, I wish you kind of the best of luck. This fucking thing goes off the air in 6 minutes.
October 17th.
Yes.
Nick DiPaolo is going to be at the Gramercy Theater.
Me and Danny.
I'll be opening for him.
Please come out.
Dave, you headed on the road soon?
Yeah, no, I'll be at Caroline's in Thanksgiving week. Yum.
Yeah, that's
yum, yum.
Yum, yum.
It'll be
come back and promote
It's actually
that again.
a great week for that, right?
I used to do Christmas, so I'm slowly being bumped down holiday.
I did that too.
You'll be at Box Day.
I did Flag Day. I had about 140 people.
Next year, Sukkot.
New Year's Eve, I actually did one. Girl,
thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us.
Thank you,
You're
guys.
Our two first guests.
All the best luck.
Thanks for
you guys are great.
You guys are funny.
Thanks,
and,
dudes.
My wife actually turned me on to you guys. She listens to. She's in the car all the time. She got a boyfriend upstate.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. And then we're gonna be new but not live on Wednesday.
And then next week live
in Los Angeles.
We'll catch you next time on the Bonfire.